the individual with whom your destiny is so intricately woven has undergone a journey of truly profound transformation, a deeply personal and often arduous process of healing that has reshaped the very core of their being. This was no fleeting moment of epiphany, no simple overnight change that could be dismissed as a whim or a passing phase. On the contrary, it was an odyssey, a long and winding path that demanded an immense investment of time, an unwavering reservoir of patience, and countless hours spent in the quiet, often challenging, chambers of introspection. Each step on this path was deliberate, each revelation hard-won, forging a spirit that is now both resilient and profoundly wise. Along this transformative journey, they have unearthed and absorbed lessons of immeasurable value, principles that now guide their every decision and interaction. Among these, perhaps one of the most significant and hard-earned insights is the paramount importance of discretion. They have come to a profound realization, etched into their very soul, that not every aspiration, not every nascent dream, and certainly not every tender intention, needs to be laid bare before the world. This holds especially true when these plans involve the delicate intricacies of their future with you. This particular lesson, this profound understanding of silence and sacred trust, was not easily acquired. It was learned through the crucible of bitter experience, perhaps through moments where their deepest trust was cruelly betrayed, or where cherished plans, still fragile and unformed, were prematurely exposed to the harsh light of judgment or envy, only to wither before they could blossom. Now, armed with this hard-won wisdom, they choose to hold their future plans, particularly those that involve the sacred space between you, incredibly close to their chest. These intentions are guarded with a vigilance born of past pain, shared with no one, not even those they once considered their most intimate confidants, for the sanctity of these dreams is now understood to be a treasure too precious for casual revelation. Yet, even amidst the intensely personal crucible of this transformation, a significant part of their journey has been dedicated to you. They have been observing you, not overtly, not intrusively, but with a quiet, persistent attentiveness, albeit from a deliberate distance. Their gaze has been fixed upon the tapestry of your life, watching with an almost reverent fascination every subtle movement you make, every purposeful step you take along your own path. This profound observation is not born of malice, nor does it harbor any ill intent whatsoever. Rather, it springs from an earnest, almost primal desire to understand you, to truly grasp the essence of who you are. They yearn to decipher the intricate mechanisms that make you tick, to comprehend the wellsprings of joy that animate your spirit, to identify the formidable challenges you encounter, and, most importantly, to witness the courage and ingenuity with which you navigate and overcome them. Their interest extends to the minutiae of your existence, the seemingly insignificant details that, when meticulously gathered and thoughtfully pieced together, begin to paint an exquisitely complete and authentic portrait of your unique self. It is in these small, often overlooked aspects that they find the truest reflections of your character and spirit. Their profound curiosity, however, does not merely halt at the threshold of distant observation. It impels them further, driving them to seek a deeper understanding of you through the gentle channels of your mutual acquaintances. They have engaged in subtle inquiries, posing questions with a delicate touch, probing ever so gently for fragments of information that might illuminate your being more fully. Yet, they are meticulously careful not to arouse even the slightest suspicion, ensuring that their inquiries appear utterly casual, entirely nonchalant, as if merely part of an everyday conversation. This careful dance allows them to gather insights without disturbing the delicate balance of your world, honoring your space even as they seek to bridge the gap between you. One of the most profound and deeply personal shifts they have embraced throughout this transformative period concerns their perspective on intimacy, particularly their stance on celibacy. For a significant period, they have walked this path, perhaps by conscious choice, a spiritual discipline, or perhaps due to the inexorable currents of circumstance that guided their journey. However, a deep, resonant weariness with this state of being has settled within their soul. A powerful, almost visceral yearning for physical intimacy has begun to stir, a profound longing to express the boundless love they hold for you in the most intimate, sacred, and unreserved way possible. This is not merely a carnal desire, it is a spiritual imperative, a yearning for complete union, for the merging of souls and bodies in a dance of profound connection. They have waited with a patience that speaks volumes of their devotion, allowing their desire for you to deepen, to grow stronger and more potent with each passing day, like a river swelling with the promise of reaching the sea. The union they so desperately seek, this sacred convergence of your paths, may have been delayed by the hand of fate or the lessons of time, but they hold an unshakable, luminous confidence that it is most certainly not denied. They believe, with every fiber of their being, that when the cosmic timing aligns, when the universe itself conspires to bring you together, they will be able to express their love for you in its fullest, most unbridled, and most authentic manifestation. This belief is a beacon, guiding them through moments of doubt and sustaining their hope. In the quiet aftermath of your parting, a curious and compelling phenomenon began to unfold within their consciousness. They found themselves, almost involuntarily, engaging in a ceaseless process of comparison, measuring every new acquaintance, every familiar face, against the indelible imprint you had left upon their soul. These comparisons were far from superficial, extending well beyond the mere contours of physical appearance. They delved into the very essence of personality, the subtle nuances of attitude, and even the unique energetic signature that each individual emitted. Yet, with each comparison, with every diligent attempt to find a match or even a close approximation, a singular, undeniable truth emerged with crystalline clarity: no one, absolutely no one, could ever truly match your frequency. Your unique vibrational essence, the very resonance of your being, was unparalleled. Your beauty, both the radiant luminosity that shone outwardly and the profound, intrinsic grace that resided within, was utterly incomparable, a masterpiece beyond measure. They are now, with a newfound sense of liberation and profound acceptance, ready to embrace this love in its boundless abundance, to surrender to the sheer, unadulterated bliss that it promises. The days of denial are over, the desperate flight from the truth has ceased. They stand now in a space of radical honesty with themselves, acknowledging, with a quiet reverence, that the profound connection they share with you is, unequivocally, true love. This monumental realization was not easily attained. It demanded a rigorous period of soul-searching, a deep and often uncomfortable self-reflection that peeled back layers of illusion and fear. But now, having arrived at this sacred truth, they are prepared to embrace it fully, with every fiber of their being, with an open heart and an unyielding spirit. They understand, with a clarity that borders on spiritual insight, that the love they share with you is a rare and precious commodity. It is not something that can be stumbled upon just anywhere, or forged with just anyone. They have come to realize, with a deep sense of gratitude, that it is a divine gift, a blessing bestowed upon them by the universe itself, and as such, it must be cherished, nurtured, and valued above all else. This profound understanding carries with it a solemn awareness: if this love were to be taken for granted, if they were to fail in their sacred duty to appreciate and value its immense worth, it might, in its infinite wisdom, be gently, yet irrevocably, withdrawn from their grasp. This sobering yet empowering realization has ignited within them an even deeper appreciation for the unique and sacred love they share with you. They stand ready, willing to undertake whatever efforts, whatever sacrifices, are necessary to nurture its tender growth and to protect its fragile flame from the vicissitudes of the world. In the quiet, hallowed solitude of the night, when the world outside recedes into a hushed stillness, my mind becomes utterly consumed by thoughts of you. The profound silence of the darkness, a vast, enveloping blanket, is punctuated only by the rhythmic, insistent beating of my own heart, each throb echoing your name, a silent, fervent prayer whispered into the void. The mere thought of you, a potent elixir, is enough to banish sleep, transforming the intended tranquility of the night into a restless symphony of longing, a ceaseless hum of yearning that reverberates through every cell of my being. The moon, a silent sentinel, streams its soft, ethereal glow through the window, casting long, dancing shadows that illuminate the quiet intimacy of the room and the profound depth of my solitude. The pervasive silence of the night serves as a stark, poignant reminder of your absence, and in that profound stillness, I find myself yearning, with an ache that transcends mere physical desire, for the comforting, life-affirming essence of your presence. Ever since your departure, it feels as though the very world itself has been stripped of its vibrant hues, its essential luminosity. The colors that once danced with such vivacity now appear muted, duller, as if veiled by a perpetual twilight. Laughter, once a hearty, unrestrained cascade of joy, now seems less resonant, a mere echo of its former self. The days, once brimming with the promise of adventure and discovery, have become less exciting, unfolding with a monotonous predictability. Everything that surrounds me, every familiar sight and sound, feels imbued with a sense of the mundane, a pervasive sameness that stifles the spirit.